What's up guys, Adam from Exotics, welcome to the channel. Remember, if you're new and you like what you see, please hit that subscribe button, it does mean the world. Also drop a comment down below, I do always try and get back to every single one of them. Drop a like if it's not too much trouble, and also click that notification bell so you don't miss any uploads that I do. So the other day I come home to a lovely clutch of eggs, 12 eggs. I just think it's my biggest ever clutch. It's a record for me. Every egg was perfect and they're all fertile. If you follow me on Instagram, you'd have actually seen me post those. I could not believe my eyes when I saw those eggs, but I did bring out the camera, so I did get the whole thing on film. Excuse the drowsiness of the video guys, it was after about 15 hours of work, and then when I drove home for an hour and a half I was absolutely knackered, but I couldn't resist the chance to bring the camera out so I can bring you guys along. Before we get to that guys, I'm going to introduce to you properly my super dwarf retic that I got a couple of months ago now, maybe just under a couple of months. He's an absolute gem, absolute perfect little boy, puppy dog tame, which is how I want him to stay. He's handled every day, he feeds without question every week, typical sort of retic feeding response. He's a super dwarf tiger het blonde, I think, but the genetics don't mean squat to me. I don't plan on breeding, it's just sort of a mascot, sort of a pet. Something I've always wanted, but I could never find a super dwarf. But luckily I found one, saw the parents, so I was confident that it was a super dwarf, because I'm sure some people do like to fob people off with a little white lie, probably because they can probably demand that extra bit of price because it's a super dwarf. But anyway, we're going to get meeting him in a second, but guys, again, thank you to everyone for your support. It does mean the world to me. Keep on sharing, keep on doing what you're doing. We're on our way to 1,000 subs now, which is amazing, and the giveaway for that's going to be awesome, so you don't want to miss that. So let's go and say hello to that super dwarf retic right now. So guys, it is really sunny at the moment, so sorry for all the glare. He is kept in a moment in the top bin of this homemade 33 litre rub rack. He's got a nice big water bowl, and there he is. He's got a nice hide. So let's move his hide out the way. As you can see, straight in there, straight to pick him up. He's a bit squirmy at the minute, but once we get him sort of under control, and we'll put him up here. There he is. Absolutely stunning boy. Not really staying still, so you can't really get a great sort of picture of him, but he's absolutely puppy dog tame. A really nice snake, and that's how I want him to stay, because obviously once he does get a bit of size to him guys, and he's not playing ball, but once he does get a bit of size to him, obviously I want him to be as mellow as he is right now. He's a bit excited, but super dwarfs do have that tendency to be a bit more finicky, a bit more flighty, I think the word is that people use. But once he's been out for a while, as you can see now, he does calm down. He's a very, oh, there he goes. He likes to explore. He's very inquisitive. Absolute stunner. And he's putting some size on already. I've had him probably 2 months, and he's shed 3 times in 2 months. He's getting fed every probably 8 to 9 days at the moment. Yeah, you could probably go a bit further in between feeds, but you know, that's what I choose to do. Where are you going? Let me see if I can't put the camera on the tripod, guys, get you a better view. So guys, here he is again, super dwarf tiger, het blonde, absolutely stunning. Couldn't wish for a better snake. And the good thing about having a super dwarf, guys, is you get the big snake without having a true giant, but it's still an impressive snake once he gets to his certain size. He's probably about 3 foot long already, but obviously still quite slender. Absolute stunner. Absolute beautiful boy. So guys, that was a super dwarf retic. Sorry you couldn't get much, you know, very good shots of him. He's very, very fidgety and very flighty, what they're known for, super dwarfs. But we'll try and get him in a video in the future where we can try to get him to calm down. Maybe I'll get a second camera person that I can control him a bit better for you guys. So guys, we're going to take a quick look at those eggs that I pulled the other night. So stay tuned for that. So guys, I've just come home from work to find the pinstripe female sitting on what looks like a nice clutch of eggs. Already it's better than last season. If you saw the previous video, this girl along with a couple of others completely slugged out for me last year due to some antibiotics they were having for some RIs that I was treating them for. So just by peeking in now, she's already done better than last time because I can see some nice pearly whites in there. Just got home from work. It's about 9 PM. I've been up since 3:30 this morning, so I'm absolutely knackered, but I can't miss the chance to grab this on film for you guys. So I'm going to quickly pull these eggs off Mum, make sure Mum's okay. We're going to set her up, bath her. I'll do that off camera, you've seen me do that before. And then I'm going to put the eggs in the box, mark up the cards and get them in the incubator. So that's clutch number 4 of the season. It's the pinstripe female, and she was bred to both the leopard firefly and the banana fire bee. Hoping the leopard gets there, and I'm hoping any potential babies from this pairing are more easily ID'd as leopard. As you know from the last video, was having some trouble with some IDs. Thanks guys, by the way, some of you jumped down in those comments and given me your input, and it's made me really sort of rethink what I'm looking for when it comes to the leopard gene. So thank you to everyone who's dropped a comment and or DM'd me on Instagram. You guys know who you are. You've been absolutely great. So let's check out this female. Let's see how many eggs she's sitting on, and we can get them into the egg box. Okay guys, so this is the pinstripe female. And she looks to be sitting on a nice big pile of eggs. That looks to be a beautiful clutch. They all look good so far. She's not looking too happy, but already she looks just as big as when she laid them. This was a big female. So I'll try and do this one-handed, guys. She's already looking like she wants to run, so we'll see what she wants to do. So she's kicking me off a bit, which is a natural reaction. She must be really tired. What you'll find most times is once they've just laid, they're knackered from the whole experience, and they tend to be a bit better in getting them off the eggs, and don't really tend to give you much trouble. This girl could prove to make me out to be a liar and tag me, but I'm going to try one-handed. No, I won't. Yeah, she's just getting a bit worried now, so we're going to try and take these eggs off her. So as you can see, she's kicking up a bit, but she's not huffing yet. We can take these eggs. Guys, I'm just going to put the camera down for 1 second. So guys, what a clutch. We have 1, 2, 3, 4, 5, 6, 7, 8, 9, 10, 12 eggs. 12 beautiful looking eggs from this female. What a sight. She's looking really good. She is completely empty. Still quite heavy. Still got some size to her. So we're going to pop her away in a separate tub. We'll clean her off shortly, but let's get these pearly whites into an egg box. So guys, before we try and move these eggs, we're going to go ahead and mark the tops, just so we know which way is up. What a clutch, 12 eggs. And she seriously completely slugged out last season. If you go back through my videos, you'll see the video where she completely slugs out. So let's put, I might have to put these over 2 boxes. There's some nice size eggs, and they've got some size for them. There's one smaller egg there. I'll try and get you a better view in a minute, guys. It's just very hard to try and do this by yourself. My little camera crew, aka the kids, are in bed. As I said, it's quite late at night now. So we're going to slowly take these off. You can be really careful when you're doing this, guys. You don't want to rip a hole in the egg. I have done before. Not the end of the world. You can simply, use a plaster or some sort of tape to cover up the hole. And I've hatched eggs in the past doing that. But always, it's best practice just to go really slow, really gently. There's no rush. I always try and make sure as well, guys, especially if they're laid on the paper, you do get some paper stuck to the bottom of the egg. I do try and get rid of that as much as possible. You won't get it all off, but I get as much as I can off. I definitely think we're going to need 2 boxes, which is absolutely crazy. I think this may well be my record clutch, 12 eggs. I think I've had 11 eggs, but I think 12 might be the new record here. We'll of course candle these in a second as well. I just wanted to get them off the paper and in the box as quick as possible. These have probably been laid a couple of hours. They're not, they're not wet. They're dried out, as in from being laid, but they're still coming apart quite easy, as you can see. So I don't think they're too old. I think definitely within the last couple of hours or so. What a clutch though. Oh, really chuffed with the size of this clutch. Really chuffed. So I had a bit of paper on. I don't want the paper to cause any mould issues, so I try and get off as much as I can. Just like so. It won't all come off. You'll be there all day trying to pick every bit of paper off. As long as most of it's off, I think that's the main thing. Now I think I'm definitely going to need 2 boxes for this clutch. Still got 2 eggs and we're pretty much full. So what I will do is I'll leave those 2 together. I'll bring this a bit closer so you can see. So as you can see, we're already at capacity for this egg box, which is fine. We've got plenty of boxes in the incubator. So what I've got to do now is candle them, and then we'll go from there. Okay guys, I'm going to shut the lights off now and we'll candle them. And of course what we're looking for is some nice pink veins. We have veins in that one, very strong veins in that one, veins in that one, veins in that one, that one, that one. They're all looking really good. And of course the 2 that we left out here, looking absolutely awesome. Perfect. So guys, we do have 12 absolutely perfect fertile eggs. So we need to get these in the incubator. But first we're gonna get another box and just separate these. There's no point cramming them all into one. So bear with me and we'll get back to that. So guys, what you can see now is I've just got another box. I haven't got an egg crate on this one. So I'm just going to literally try straight into the substrate. It's a technique I used back in the day originally. Didn't fail me then, so hopefully it doesn't fail me now. So let's go ahead and put half the clutch in there. So we'll go 6 and 6. So these ones have got plenty of room. These ones have got plenty of room. Sorry for the camera angle, guys, again. And we'll go from there. So there we go. 12 beautiful eggs, all fertile, all looking amazing. Such a good mum. So guys, there we are. That's the video. That's the super dwarf tiger retic, who's a het blonde. If I keep forgetting that part. And those are the eggs from clutch number 4 of the season. Record clutch for me. We've still got quite a few clutches to come, and clutch number 2 is due the 8th of May, so another week and a half or so before we see the babies from that. And that was the pastel female, and she was bred to the leopard firefly and the banana fire bee. So hopefully we get some leopard stuff, and they're a bit more obvious to be leopard than clutch number 1, because that's been a real head scratcher. Again, some of you guys have been really great. Some of you have sort of gave me some great advice, and it's changed my mind on a couple of them. Maybe we didn't quite hit leopard in that clutch. Some of you seem to think we did. Some of you seem to think I didn't. So going forward, when it comes to selling these snakes on to you guys, they'll probably be sold as the very least of what they are, maybe possible leopard, but I won't sell them as leopard because I wouldn't want you thinking you're buying a leopard when you possibly couldn't be. That's not my style. That's not the way I want to play things. So you might be getting a leopard, you might not be, but they'll be sold as if they're not. So that being said, guys, thanks again for your support, and I will see you next time.